All right, we're finally approaching the finish line on this whole DJ Akademiks versus Charlamagne saga. Seems like all the lingering questions from the past couple of weeks are about to get some real answers. These two are set to sit down together for a face-to-face interview today, which means if you've been wanting more details on Charlamagne's ties to Roc Nation or the situation with Akademiks and his associate Grand Wizard, the Drake stake on Polymarket, and hopefully some clarity on Grand Wizard reportedly being served papers, all of that should get addressed today. At least that's the hope. Last week, after DJ Akademiks revealed that Charlamagne's name was tied to Roc Nation during the casino bid process, a lot of people suddenly had plenty to say. Funkmaster Flex, the longtime New York City radio DJ, spent an entire night on air talking about Charlamagne and Jay-Z. Ray Daniels chimed in on the situation as well.
Part of the Wayno announcing that Charlamagne's really an investor in Jay-Z's casino, that's something to look at. That's something to pay attention to. I just want to say that.
You want to go ahead and get into it real quick?
Well, for me, Charlamagne called me a little while ago about something I said about Jay, right? We just talked, right? Like, I love Charlamagne. He's one of my idols. I tell him that. And he was like, kind of correct me about something I said about Jay. And I was like, cool. I just heard him. And he was like, I don't work with him, and I was like, and I believed him. I still believe him. I don't believe he works with him, but that is weird that y'all in business together on a casino and you don't say that. That's to me, this is the first time where I'm like, Charlamagne, you tripping, bro. Like, you give it to everybody. It's time to give it to you now, bro. Like, how are you talking about this casino and now all of a sudden they saying you're an investor in it? He got to respond to that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He has to, bro. In my opinion, it's like, that's like a big deal right now.
Because he been getting on Akademiks' head about, Drake and all them with stake and all of the things that they be doing, but
yeah. Bro, he made me look at my Jay-Z take differently. Like, he made me look at my Jay-Z take differently. It's like, and by the way, I still believe that he's speaking from the heart, but when you speak from the heart, you still should give certain details. Like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm in the casino business with him, even just for the record, right? Just, you have to throw it out there. But when you don't and someone does, it looks like you're hiding it.
Right.
And Charlamagne is a nigga that digs for information, so why are you hiding that? That's the only thing.
And now the list keeps growing, with even more media personalities jumping into the conversation. Joe Budden, who actually predicted this exact clash between Akademiks and Charlamagne years before it happened, is now taking a firmly neutral stance. That's right, Joe Budden is officially playing Switzerland here. He's refusing to pick a side in this whole back and forth. Even though he's technically in competition with both of them in the media space, Joe holds a ton of respect for everyone involved and currently has no beef with either side. Well, aside from Grand Wizard, whom he's called out a few times on his podcast. Here's what Joe had to say.
Him and Charlamagne have scheduled a sit-down on camera.
Oh. Is that why you're finally addressing it?
Okay. He addresses it. Who's finally addressing it?
Well, I'm being sarcastic. The public keeps saying Joe's ducking this conversation, and I'm like, I think you've been responsible.
I said every single thing that I want to say on it.
You even called Ak on air? No, I know. I'm just saying, because I feel like people want you to be, if you're not in the mess being messy, people act like you're not saying nothing.
They want me to shoot at one of these guys. They want me to involve myself
that's what they want.
And they think they could pussy me into doing it.
Well, they don't know you.
Historically.
Sorry.
Your pussy has been an effective tactic over the years. Not for you specifically, in general.
I mean, and that might have worked during movie music.
I mean, you pussy works, though. Not with you, but it works with
it worked. I've been goaded into some shit.
Who pussy?
They want me to have a reason to shoot at Charlamagne. I have no reason to shoot at Charlamagne. They want me to have a reason to shoot. I don't. I'm cool. Go kill each other for all I care.
Yeah. I wish it wasn't on camera.
I mean, I don't want them to. No, it has to be on camera. No, that's the only way that resolve will happen.
It does not have to be on camera. It does not have to be on camera. No, it don't.
And I hope it's not. I don't want a content thing. I mean, I want them to do whatever they think works.
We in content land.
I get it.
I'm going to watch it.
I'm aware we're in content land, but with certain lines and shit is crossed, that shit don't have to be on.
I just hope that's not.
Neither one of them, to me, has crossed real hard line.
There's been lines crossed.
I disagree.
Bro. I totally disagree.
Not from...
Or, I'll put it this way. If y'all are going to do that on camera, I would want y'all to have a conversation prior.
They've spoken already. They've spoken prior. It ain't we shooting at each other and now we sitting down. They've been talking behind the scenes.
Then I'm cool then.
This all started because they spoke behind the scenes. It started because, according to Act, Charlamagne called and said, yo, some shit going on, you better watch out. It started, they talking. Talk, get to the bottom of it. It will never get resolved or closure or finality if y'all don't sit down. So yeah, go ahead, sit down, talk.
I just don't think anything is for the. I know where y'all stand, but I'm on the other side of that.
Well, no, I don't think everything is for the internet.
No, I'm saying for content.
I don't think everything is for content. This is for content. This is content brisket. This is short rib, fire up the grill, slow on low. Yeah, it's happening. Yeah, it's happening. Both these dudes fresh off vacation. They recharged, refueled. Yes, come waste your vacation energy on fucking...
Now, there are probably a few people out there hoping Joe would go off on somebody in this situation. But honestly, speaking for myself and quite a few others, what we really wanted was for Joe to actually break the whole thing down, especially given his personal history dealing with both Akademiks and Charlamagne. If you're a regular listener of Joe Budden's podcast, you already know how deep he can go when he gets into breakdown mode. This is a guy who can dissect lyrics with precision, who can unpack a situation from every angle, and even when female rappers start beefing with each other, Joe usually knows exactly what's driving it. We've watched him spend well over an hour breaking down stuff like that on the podcast before. So, when he shows up and says he's got nothing to add about this particular situation, you really can't blame fans for calling that out. Now, shout out to the Rory and Mal podcast. They weighed in on this as well, so make sure you check out their show on Spotify and Netflix. First things first, get well soon to Rory. On their most recent episode, Rory actually opened up about having suffered a stroke. Thankfully, he's on the road to recovery, and hopefully that continues. Rory, who spent over a decade in the music industry, was able to bring some real context and nuance to this whole conversation. Just like Wayno pointed out last week, if you're actually plugged into the industry, it was never really a secret that Jay-Z called Charlamagne to help out with his casino bid. Rory also pointed out the hypocrisy in Akademiks calling out Charlamagne for repping Roc Nation, when Akademiks himself is deeply tied to Drake and OVO. Here's what Rory and Mal had to say.
I came on this pod a year ago. I have a lot of ties to Manhattan Plaza, which is in Times Square, which is the biggest community in Times Square. So if you're trying to open a casino, you have to get the biggest community on board. So Charlamagne, Fat Joe, what's the other girl's name, Peach? Angela Rye, Fat Joe, Charlamagne have been at Manhattan Plaza multiple times at the town council meeting shit. They've been at the wine shop. They've been talking to residents. Yeah, they work for Roc Nation. Mm-hmm. Now, I think there's a conflict of interest, and I don't know all the radio rules. Promoting it the way Charlamagne did on The Breakfast Club, I don't know if that goes against a radio law. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. So I'm not here to say Charlamagne did anything illegal, but that has been pointed out, the way he positioned it as if he wasn't part of it, of like, oh, it'd be great for him. There may be some dicey things in there, but back to capitalism. If Charlamagne has the opportunity to have stake into a casino that may open in Times Square, he's supposed to say no? I'm just a little confused. Okay, is that going to sway his opinions on the radio? Maybe, but we're acting like Jay-Z is on Love Island. Like there's a Jay-Z story every day. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's really affected Charlamagne's opinion as a radio host the last 15 years, because Jay-Z does something once every 7 years. Mm-hmm. Has that really compromised Charlamagne? And you know I rarely defend Charlamagne. Mm-hmm. I just don't really see this whole gotcha moment. I know casual fans are now finding that out, but everybody knows within this industry that Charlamagne has been advocating for this casino because he has stake in it. He works with Roc on that. Like, he wasn't even trying to hide it. Mm-hmm. This whole gotcha moment, dog, he was advocating publicly about it. Like, yeah, Fat Joe too, he works for Roc Nation. If your brother said, hey, Mal, Roy, you guys want in on this Caesar's Palace shit? You fucking right, I will. Mm-hmm. That has nothing to do with what I think about Kingdom Come.
Right.
Like, what Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
I think a lot of this gotcha shit is because people are bored. You're trying to make something out of nothing. Charlamagne is a businessman. He's a capitalist. He wrote 7 books about mental health, and his mental's fine. He's a capitalist, which is fine.
Yeah, but you got to remember though, it's a part of this whole thing though. You have to have this side of it, then you have to have this side of it.
I just find it funny that people that are compromised by, admittedly been compromised by other artists, are now mad that someone else may be compromised by another artist.
Right. Yeah, but again, I don't.
And also, what is Charlamagne saying as far as Jay-Z music takes go that we was like, damn, nah, 444 was trash. Why Charlamagne said that was good? Like, what is compromise?
Yeah,
I thought when I accused and allegedly, back in the day, there was the rumor of Atlantic having a lot of money within the Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's different when it's a whole roster of artists. But cool, that's the game. If you think that companies, labels have not been in bed with radio or radio personalities or DJs, and I'm not saying payola, even just paid ads, you are out of your fucking mind.
For whatever reason, whenever this Charlamagne, Roc Nation, Jay-Z situation comes up, a lot of people just don't want to hear any context or nuance added to it. If you're not willing to blindly agree that Charlamagne works for Roc Nation, people immediately assume you're on Charlamagne and Roc Nation's payroll. Rory said he's dealt with those same accusations himself. Even Akademiks directly claimed he was working for Charlamagne and Roc Nation. So let's address that head on. No, he's not on anyone's payroll. Charlamagne and Roc Nation aren't secretly using him to go after anybody. That's simply not how any of this works. He gets it though. With Jay-Z shows coming up at Yankee Stadium this weekend, a lot of people already aren't feeling Roc Nation or Jay-Z right now. And if you don't outright condemn Jay-Z as some kind of industry villain, people assume you must be getting paid to defend him, which Rory finds pretty wild considering he's already been accused of being on Akademiks' payroll a couple years back, then Joe Budden's payroll after that, and now apparently Charlamagne and Roc Nation's. His response to it all? Welcome to Roc Nation. Badge pickup is on the 2nd floor, lunchroom's on the 6th. Get there early before they run out of steak. No pun intended. So drop your thoughts in the comments below. What do you make of how Joe Budden and Rory Mal reacted to this whole back and forth between Akademiks and Charlamagne? And how do you think today's interview is actually going to play out? Are we finally about to get all our questions answered, or is this saga just getting started?